since she got that darn surfboard, nothing's been the same. Wish I'd never given her that money.
Girl's best friend is something very special. The Chicklet's more than just a best friend. It's like we're one person. I know it's sort of kooky, but it's true. Oh, life is but a meaningless charade of death and ultimate absurdity. I am living proof of Sartre's existential concept of nausea. Gosh, I wish I had some Tums. Of course, I've been very busy working for Miss Barnes. She's a nice lady, but very complicated. Good morning, Miss B.
What a splendiferous morning. I can't tell you how grand it is to be away from that salacious Hollywood rat race. I'm so tense. You can't imagine the hubbub in my lower lumbar region.
This week has done wonders for you. You look like a completely different person.
Who? What's her measurements?
That's not what... Oh! The telegram you're waiting for arrived.
Oh, wow. It's from the studio. I've asked them to release me from my contract. Oh no, I'm scared to read it. It is awful feeling this vulnerable. Here, you read it to me.
Dear Miss Barnes, up yours. Stop. Turpentine. Stop. New picture. Sex Kittens Go Bossa Nova starts lensing September 1st. Be there or expect legal action. Stop. Love, Sib Rosen. Bettina, I'm so sorry, you poor helpless thing.
That cheap son of a bitch can't do this to me. He slaps me with a subpoena and I will have his balls on a plate. After all the money that I made for those bastards, they can't do this to me. I'm Bettina Barnes. I am no flash in the pan that'll take any piece of crap. I'm playing hardball, baby.
Have you even read the script? Or maybe it's not that bad?
Oh, not that bad? Lassie could find out a better script.
Hey, Miss Barnes! I hear you got some work you'd like us to do.
Oh, yes. I needed something done. I'm so forgetful. Oh, yeah. Last night, I was sleepwalking when suddenly I woke up and I discovered this adorable little garden in my backyard. After the last storm, all the little trees and shrubbery must have broken, and it's a dreadful mess. Could you clear it up for me? And then we can have swell parties. I make the most delicious jalapeno pancakes.
Sure, we'll clean it up.
Miss Barnes, do you think I could speak with you for a moment?
But of course.
I wasn't gonna tell you this, but this whole surf bump business is just a facade. I'm really a screenwriter.
You're a what?
He's a screenwriter!
Written tons of stuff. TV, radio, I got a development deal going for me with Columbia. And seeing you yesterday gave me the inspiration for a new film. A big picture with CinemaScope, 3D, smell-o-vision.
Really? I inspired you?
Oh, you certainly did. It's just an idea, really, a treatment.
But it's a great one.
Well, I do love a man with a big idea.
The studio's been putting the screws on me to make it with Kim.
You know Kim Novak?
Great gal, but dead eyes, blank, an empty screen. This idea,
Tell me all about it.
the setting, Malibu Beach. I see you as the daughter of a shipping tycoon. You.
Leave finishing school and meet a handsome surf bum who teaches you how to scuba dive. The Girl from Rock and Roll Beach starring Mimi Van Dorn, Allied Artist 1960, Albert Sudsmith, producer.
Yeah, well, it'll be a lot like that, only better. You can have the whole Megillah for just $2,000.
$2,000. It does sound most intriguing, but I think that for my first independent feature, I should play a typical girl of today. Someone who the audience can identify with. But a girl with a personal problem. Like psoriasis. Maybe we can develop this further.
Bettina, baby, I don't want to put any pressure on you, but...
Oh, look! There's your little friend Chicklet. I don't know, there is something very strange about that girl. But Dave! Darling, it's been eons since we last met. Chicklet? Miss Barnes, a delight as always. Hello, boys. I do hope these boys have been showing you a good time. They taught me how to surf, and I'm positively addicted to shooting the curl, as they say.
They've been helping me with my backyard.
Oh, how utterly fab. Boys, I have a little job for you.
Chicklet, are you feeling alright?
Oh, just Swellsville. I'd like to have a cage built.
A bird cage?
Oh, no. Something suitable for a bigger animal or a... animals. Chiclet, what are you talking about?
Berdine?
Yeah.
Where am I?
What's all this? You tell me. Oh! I found it in the garbage outside Club Transvestite. Eek.
You said you wanted us to build you a cage.
Cage? Don't be a doofus. Anyways, now that I'm here, Berdine, I feel awful for the way I've been treating you. I don't know what could possess me being so rude like that. You should just belt me. Go on and belt me.
Couldn't.
But really, you're like my. How do I?
You are too, but
But more than that, we've always.
That's true, but still
I
sometimes.
mean, we've.
Yeah, but I
What
want
you
to
don't want.
Just
Don't
don't.
trust me. Come on, please. Please, Berdine. Please go on being my best friend for a zillion more years. What do you say?
For a zillion trillion more years to infinity.
Oh, will you be my escort for the luau?
I don't think I'm too much of a nerd brain.
Of course not.
What are you gonna do for the talent show?
A talent show.
It's a tradition. Everyone's got to get up and do an act. I'm doing my Jane Russell imitation. A boom titty boom.
Oh, I know. Do you remember the act you did for the Kiwanis Club Variety Night? I still have the costume in my attic.
Oh, well, you've got yourself a partner. I am so glad that you have finally patched things up. I am so in awe of friendship. I mean, never having any myself. Oh, we better get a move on the backyard before it gets dark. Come on, kids.
What is this?
Star, have you mean little devil? I was up all night thinking about you.
You were?
Uh-huh, couldn't sleep a wink. You want to know what I was thinking?
Empty that beautiful head of yours.
I was thinking that you and I are going to be united as one forever.
Gee, Marvel Ann, are you sure I'm good enough for you? I wouldn't want you to settle.
Settle? You're the dreamboat of all time. Generous, always thinking of others, sensitive.
Aw, I'm just a good-for-nothing surf bum.
That's not true. I look into your eyes and honestly, I see dollar signs.
You don't understand. I'm rejecting those false values. I refuse to worship the golden calf.
You don't know what you want. I think it's a hard shame that you're throwing away a great future as a psychiatrist. All of your wonderful compassion going to waste.
So Marvel Ann.
Oh, I know what you're going to say. I just live a little shack by the water. Well, you can't expect me to live like that. Imagine me serving my friends steak Diane flambe in a lean-to.
Steak Diane.
Don't say a word. I know what you're thinking. Marvel Ann is such a lovely person. In time she'd grow used to such a life. Well, I'd be humiliated. Oh, I can read you like the funny papers. You think I'm so head over heels in love with you that I'll accept whatever crumbs you have to offer. Well, no siree Bob, I am hardly a desperate female. Look at that awful expression in your eyes. I bet you think you don't even have to marry me, that I'd shack up with you like a common whore!
Now you've done it. I am livid.
How could you think of such filth? You are selfish, egocentric, great, but my advice to you is to straighten up, buckle down, and apply yourself like any other normal, decent Presbyterian!
Hey, what are you doing here?
I didn't know you owned this beach. I don't see your initials carved into the ocean.
Sorry. I didn't mean to bark at you.
Girl trouble?
Yeah. That dame wants to put a ball and chain around my neck.
Well, don't you dare let her. I think it's swell the way you guys live.
You do?
Sure. Flying about free as a gull. Never having a care in the world.
You're on my beam. Marvel Ann doesn't understand me at all. She thinks she can see through me like wax paper, but she's wrong. I'm an extremely complex person with deep-rooted neuroses and anxieties. You wouldn't understand that. You're just a kid.
I'm not just a kid. I am capable of intensely passionate adult feelings. If you didn't have so much sea foam in your eyes, you'd see that I'm a budding young woman.
Honey, your buds have a long way to bloom.
Well, evidently some people don't share that opinion.
Like who?
Oh, some people.
Like nobody.
Like Kanaka. He says how did he put it? I'm a luscious voluptuary.
Liar. I know Kanaka. He could have any dame in Malibu.
Well, he wants me.
How do you know?
Well, he taught me how to surf, didn't he? And he always makes sure we're completely alone. In fact, I'm headed over to Kanaka Shack right now for an extremely intimate tete-a-tete.
I don't believe it.
Chacon a son goût. That means each to his own, you dope. He thinks I'm special.
Well, I think you're trying to make me jealous. What a screwy kid you are. I bet you've got a great big fat crush on me.
You've got a great big fat ego.
Hey, come on. Let's call it a truce. I like you, kid. I do. And I think you're very special.
Please don't patronize me.
You are special.
I am?
And cute.
I am?
You need somebody to protect you.
Protect me from what?
Oh, from big bad wolves. You could be a tasty morsel to some wolf.
What about to you?
I suppose I could be dangerously tempted.
Oh, Starcat.
She acts like a fella, but shapely, yes sirree. Deep contradiction, it's my new addiction. She's jiggling the gal for me. She's cute and she's normal, very informal. Pigtails, naturally. Though charm she possessed, she does it when dresses. You jiggling the gal, jiggling the gal, jiggling the
I guess I'll have to tell you how I feel. You're a one-of-a-kind girl, Chicklet, like no one I've ever met.
What about Marvel Ann? Is she one of a kind too?
Well,
Starcat, what do boys do when they're alone with a girl?
you can't ask me such a question.
Well, why not? I want to know.
They neck. I don't know.
What do you do with Marvel Ann?
This is embarrassing,
Well,
Chicklet.
tell me.
She nestles real close to me.
Like this?
Yeah, sort of like that. I hold her in my arms and she holds me back.
Like that? Then what do you do?
I kiss the back of her neck. I can't do this with you.
Pretend I'm Marvel Ann. I need to learn this sort of thing for my own protection.
I stroke her arm and she kisses my chest. And we can feel our hearts beating as one. We find ourselves swaying to the same personal rhythm.
Take your clothes off, right?
Uh-huh.
You've got your clothes off. Then what?
I caress her smooth, satiny flesh. It glistens in the moonlight. She gently touches my muscles with her fingertips. Our bodies seem to float to the ground. We're entwined. And then I slowly slide my penis into her vagina. Simultaneously, she licks her index finger and inserts it up my rectum as I pump my